In this video, we're covering 10 new TV shows you need to watch in April 2026, including both brand new releases and highly anticipated returning seasons. This month is packed with everything, from intense psychological dramas and horror mysteries, to massive finales and nostalgic comebacks. So if you're planning your watch list, this is the one you don't want to miss.
Grab some of those.
Can you hold on a second? I gotta take this call.
Who the hell takes a call in the middle of a robbery?
At number 10, we have Your Friends and Neighbors Season 2, created by Jonathan Tropper and starring John Hamm. This suburban thriller continues to explore the hidden darkness behind a perfect-looking neighborhood. The story follows Coop, a recently divorced hedge fund manager who secretly turned to crime just to maintain his luxurious lifestyle. What started as small, calculated thefts has now turned into something much bigger and far more dangerous. In this new season, things begin to spiral as local authorities start noticing patterns, and the neighborhood itself begins to crack under pressure. Secrets that were once buried are slowly coming to the surface, and Coop finds himself trapped in a situation he can no longer control. What makes this show stand out is how it balances crime with emotional storytelling. It's not just about what Coop does, but why he does it, his loneliness, his ego, and the life he refuses to let go of. It is available on Apple TV+.
All right, let's get to work, yeah?
We think that Homelander is looking for the V1.
It's Vought's first iteration of Compound V.
If Homelander got his hands on some, he'd be immortal.
I need you, Father.
Did you fuck me?
What?
Is this some kind of incest thing?
No!
Then what the fuck is this?
At number 9, we have The Boys Season 5, created by Eric Kripke and starring Karl Urban and Anthony Starr. This is the final season of one of the most explosive superhero shows ever made. The story picks up with Billy Butcher running out of time, both physically and mentally, while still being obsessed with taking down Homelander. And Homelander, on the other side, is more unstable and dangerous than ever before. With the soup-killing virus now in play, the entire world feels like it's on the edge of collapse. The battle between the boys and the Seven is no longer hidden. It's open, brutal, and unstoppable. This season is expected to go all out, with higher stakes, deeper character arcs, and a conclusion that finally answers everything. It is releasing on April 8th on Prime Video.
Looks pretty good.
This family's non-stop antisocial behavior and mindless, myopic priorities are toxic to me!
Can I at least give you a hug?
Not physically.
At number 8, we have Malcolm in the Middle, Life Still Unfair, created by Linwood Boomer and starring Bryan Cranston, Jane Kaczmarek, and Frankie Muniz. This revival brings back one of the most chaotic families in television history. Now set years later, Malcolm has grown up and working a high-level corporate job, but life is still far from perfect. Despite his intelligence, he realizes that adulthood comes with its own kind of struggles. Hal and Lois return with the same unpredictable energy, dealing with aging, family changes, and everyday problems that somehow turn into complete chaos. What makes this revival work is that it keeps the original humor intact while updating the story for a modern world. It still feels real, relatable, and completely unfiltered. It is releasing on April 10th on Hulu.
I'm gonna record it.
Shit. At number 7, we have Beef Season 2, created by Lee Sung-jin and starring Oscar Isaac and Carey Mulligan. This new season introduces a completely fresh story with new characters. This time, the conflict begins inside a high-end country club, where two successful individuals get into a small disagreement that slowly turns into a full-blown psychological war. As both characters try to outdo each other, their actions start affecting not just themselves, but their families, careers, and personal lives. What makes it interesting is how something so small can grow into something completely destructive. Just like the first season, this one mixes dark humor with deep emotional tension, showing how anger, ego, and insecurity can take over a person's life. It is releasing on April 16th, available on Netflix. At number 6, we have From, Season 4, created by John Griffin and starring Harold Perrineau. This horror mystery continues to build on one of the most disturbing concepts on television. The story follows a group of people trapped in a town that no one can escape. Every night, deadly creatures come out of the forest, forcing the residents to hide and survive. In this season, the mystery starts to unfold further, especially around the strange children and the lighthouse that seems connected to everything. Boyd Stevens continues to lead the group, trying to keep everyone alive while also searching for answers. But the deeper they go, the more dangerous things become. It's a slow burn horror that focuses on fear, tension, and mystery rather than just jump scares. It is releasing on April 19th on MGM+.
I've kind of always had a crush on you, Steve.
I've always had a crush on you too, Nancy. No, I mean Natalie. Natalie.
At number 5, we have Stranger Things, Tales from 85. Developed by Eric Robles and produced by the Duffer Brothers. This animated series expands the Stranger Things universe in a completely new way. Set during the winter of 1985, the story fills the gap between earlier seasons while introducing new characters and adventures. One of the main highlights is Nikki Baxter, a young inventor who gets involved in a strange paranormal mystery connected to an underground facility. Because it's animated, the show has more freedom to explore creative visuals, bigger threats, and faster-paced action, while still keeping the same emotional core of friendship and discovery. This series is releasing on April 23rd on Netflix.
Since we got here, I feel like something weird is going on.
I want to marry you. And you want to marry me. Isn't that all that matters?
At number 4, we have Something Very Bad Is Going to Happen. Created by Haley Z. Boston, this psychological horror series focuses on a couple preparing for their wedding. What starts as a simple gathering quickly turns into something much darker when they visit a remote cabin and meet the groom's unusual family. As the days pass, the bride begins to realize that something is not right. She starts uncovering disturbing truths, and it slowly becomes clear that she might be trapped in something far beyond her control. The show builds tension slowly, focusing on atmosphere, fear, and psychological pressure rather than fast action. It is streaming on Netflix. At number 3, we have Joe Nesbo's Detective Hole. Created by Joe Nesbo himself and starring Tobias Salmon. This crime drama brings a dark and realistic detective story to life. The series follows Harry Hole, a brilliant but deeply flawed detective investigating a serial killer during a heat wave in Oslo. At the same time, he is dealing with his own personal struggles and a corrupt colleague who may be hiding something dangerous. The show focuses heavily on investigation, character depth, and realism, making it feel grounded and intense. This series is streaming on Netflix.
Tell me, when it's just you, all alone, do you even know who you are?
Line? Sorry.
At number 2, we have Bait. Created by and starring Riz Ahmed. This series tells a very unique and powerful story. It follows an actor who suddenly becomes famous after being cast in a controversial role as the first South Asian version of a major global spy character. While this seems like a huge opportunity, it quickly turns into a nightmare as he faces public backlash, media pressure, and identity struggles. The show explores themes of representation, culture, and the cost of fame in a very realistic and emotional way. It is streaming on Prime Video. And finally, at number 1, we have Daredevil, Born Again Season 2. Created by Dario Scartapane and starring Charlie Cox and Vincent D'Onofrio. This is one of the most anticipated returns in the superhero genre. Matt Murdock continues to balance his life as a lawyer and a vigilante, but things are getting more complicated. Wilson Fisk is gaining more power in politics, which makes him even more dangerous. Their rivalry becomes more personal and more intense than ever before. The show keeps its grounded tone, focusing on real consequences, brutal action, and strong character development. It is streaming on Disney+. And that's your complete watch list for April 2026. Happy binge watching.